Hey everybody, it's Mark with G's Bees, and we've got an interesting situation with this hive. This hive was located at a friend's house who had bees last year and they died. So she had extra boxes laying around. Well, a swarm came up and made a home in here, which is great. So you got free bees and you don't have to do a lot of work. The problem is, in this top box, when you put your foundation and your frames in, normally they're solid like this, and you set them like this, and bees make comb like this. Well, this top box had frames with no foundation. So instead of the bees making comb like this, they made them like this. So it's cross comb. There's no way that you can pick this one frame up because the whole thing's going to come up as a mass. So it's an interesting problem. I think the way I'm going to solve this is we put this moving screen on, so all the bees that were in there last night are in here this morning. Closed them up last night. I've just moved them. It's only been about a 15-minute drive. I'm going to let them set for a couple days, let them get oriented, get over the shock or problems of moving. Then I'm going to put a queen excluder in this side. So this way I know if the queen's in the up north or down the bottom. If we're lucky, hopefully she's down here. If she's down here and I can catch her, then I can go through this comb easier and not as gentle. But it's important to find the queen because you start hacking comb up. As you run through the knife, you see what's on one side, but you have no idea what's on the other side. Interesting problem. I'm going to open up the hatch, and the bees are going to come to visit. And they think they're at their old location, so it'll take a little while for them to kind of get oriented. They'll do orientation flights and figure out what's going on. Take a day or so, then they'll be oriented. I'm gonna leave all this connected. I could remove this, but I'm gonna need to leave it right back on when I go to move them back. Interesting problem. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's Mark with G's Bees, and this is the hive that was cross comb. This thing is full of honey. When I lifted it up, it was heavy. And you can see inside, they're drawing up honey right there. See, it's all capped. So when I open the lid, everything is crisscrossed. They've packed up wax wherever they can. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a top box on this, or I might put a box under it. Hopefully that they will draw some comb in that and use this as a super. And then maybe I can find the queen, but there's no way I'm going to be able to find a queen in this mess. So just got to clean it up. The bottom box wasn't too bad. A couple of frames didn't have foundation in it, but yeah, we got lots of stuff going on here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Put a deep underneath of it. If I've got some comb, I'll put some comb in it. Maybe we can draw her down and start laying. But this box is definitely honey bound. All right, this is what I did. The bottom box was an existing box. It had some wonky comb in it, but it wasn't really cross combed. I cleaned it up. There was some extruding or protruding comb with honey in it. I kind of cut it down so the frames would fit. The next box is a deep, which has some comb in it. The next medium, which was an existing box, is full of honey. I did not see the queen in the lower box, so I think that she's in the third box. What I'm hoping to do is give her a reason to lay and come down to that deep. Since that box was full of honey, I just added another super on top of it. I had a shallow that's got some wax frames. Hopefully this will give them some reason to keep going up. But if they're in a mode to make honey, I don't want them to stop. Let's just try to make it up. So my plan is queen excluder is between the first box and the second box. Let them set for a couple days, let them calm down. Pop up the top box. I could probably put a queen excluder here and just keep chasing her down until I find her. Once I find her, this box right here, I think is gonna be a crush and strain type situation with the honey. I don't think there's any way to extract it. I think it's going to be kind of a total loss. So when I do chase her down, I'll put that medium on top of the super, put a bee escape on it, chase all the bees out of it, and then deal with the honey then.